Hello, is this one better? Who knows what the heck? Tell me if this is better. Oh my God. This is classic for me. If I don't have a screw up the whole time when I come live, it just would not be right. I would think, see, I told y'all something was going to happen. I told you before I got on here something's going to happen. Good, good. And I have no idea what happened. I'm telling you. Somebody's always trying to knock me off of here. They don't like me on here. Something does not like me on here. I don't even know what we were talking about. Melted candles. I still have them, by the way. I still have them. It's hot, hot, hot. Look, it is frustrating. It's ridiculous. Here they are. They're still hanging out. I want y'all to know they're still here. They have not left. The candles are still here. They're still here. Hi, Ronnie. Thank you for coming back, everybody. They're still here hanging out. This one actually, you probably can't see it. See how it melted back bumpy? And I mean, I don't know. Here's the other one. This is everybody's favorite. Telling you, I still have them. I still have the melted candles. I probably should hurry up and order some more so that way if they can all melt again and see what happens. Orange trumpet flower, that's probably it because it looks like a trumpet. It does look like one. And they're very pretty. I think they got maybe a little, is it yellow or brown in them? I can't remember, but the bees and the hummingbirds and the butterflies really do like them. Yeah, I don't, I don't, I think it traumatized my husband more than it traumatized me. So I was pretty, couldn't figure out what was funnier the fact that what they look like when I took them out of the box or there's tinsel, or his reaction to them. What the hell are you supposed to do with these? Excuse me, ma'am. You want to say hello to everyone? I guess so. She is here. She kind of reminds me of a snotty cat because when she sits here, she sticks her head up, her nose up in the air, like, you know, her poo don't stink. Orange Jubilee. Okay. Yeah, they do. And I was telling Carla about this. Well, have I got a cheeky story for y'all? I bought some of they're these. They make a beautiful big flowering out. Thank you for knocking that out of my hand. Flowering out kind of bush, I guess you want to call it. And the hummingbirds love those things, and they bloom, and then they bloom once, and then they fall off of the tree. So they get new blooms every day, new purple blooms every day. And there's a little hummingbird that I cannot catch on. I keep trying to catch him. But he comes and he lands on him so quick and he's gone, and I keep trying to catch him landing on the bush so I can, because I've only seen very few hummingbirds out here this week. And this summer, I mean, so but I can't catch him. He won't. Excuse me, ma'am. I know, I know. Okay. You get all right. I'm so happy to see Megan here. She stays busy working. Thank you for coming in, Megan. Southern Soul Tarot. If y'all are not subscribed to Megan, y'all need to get on over there. Y'all would love her. Megan used to be and is my my mentor. I looked to her for a lot of stuff. She taught me a lot of stuff. I grew under her. She's the one that said, "Yep, you're ready. You've got a gift. You should share it." So Megan has been my supporter for so long. She's like my sister. We talked to each other off of YouTube. We got planning on going to see each other, and so she's my sister. So y'all all feel comfortable going over and seeing Megan. She is so gifted. She's taught me so much more than I ever thought I could learn. So I love you, Megan Boo. And she does great. Y'all need to go look at some of her missing videos. When y'all go over there and do them, she's quite scary on how accurate she can be. So go over there and look at some of her videos. And anybody in here that has a channel, please drop it. Please drop the channels. She is way cool. She has an autistic son who is awesome. Andrew is such a lovely, sweet boy. He won prom. Was it considered prom king, or was it considered what? I know he won king. Was it for something that they were doing for Special Olympics? What was it for? I know that he won king. It was so neat. She sent me the video, and I was so happy for him. He does so well. And then there's little Chief. He's a mess. And she also has a familiar kitty. And he used to come on the lives, and when he came around, there was somebody in the chat that probably was not a good person. 16, yep. Special needs students through the Tim Tebow. That was what? Tim Tebow Foundation. Okay. I could not remember what that was. I could not remember. I was so excited that he won king. That's all I was. I was like, oh my God, little Andrew won king. I was so excited about that. He had a parade and everything, y'all. I was like, no way. They gave him a parade. He was so happy. He just looked like he was really happy. He did so well. I think he won a oh no, my connection's screwing up again. Is my connection screwing up again? Tell me if it came and said my connection was getting unstable, so y'all let me know. Okay, it's okay. Yeah. I'm glad you came back, Ronnie. Thank you. Thank you. This hurricane season may be a rough one. Anyone else? Yeah. We don't have our house in North Carolina anymore. Thank goodness we sold it. But when we had it, I mean, gosh, every year we spent $3,000 just in hurricane repairs. I was like, oh my God, I just got to sell this house. I can't keep doing it. Yes, Megan, you can get a reading. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Look, let me show you these new cards. I haven't bought any cards in a while. In a while. And Look what they are. I seen them and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get them. And Megan, I got yours in a box packed up. I'm getting ready to mail it to you. Look at the new deck of cards I got. Look at the new deck of cards I got. Ooh. And it's by Barbara Moore, so you know they're pretty. But the outside looks like like this. This is the back, and then, of course, they kind of remind. They kind of got like a hocus pocus is kind of like in here, like in there, like the Three of Cups is kind of like a hocus pocus card, and then they've got some. It's kind of like something from every scary thing you can think of is in here. Like here's Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. So it's kind of got some. I love Barbara Moore too. I love her stuff. Let's see, let me find another one. Let's see. What deck do you want me to use, Megan? See, the tower is Frankenstein knocking it over. Yes, that's what I was thinking when I got them rabbit holes. I was like, oh, Robin would love who you would consider Elvira. Yeah, this is probably Elvira. Okay. Yeah, that's Elvira. Hello, Jan Rocks. How are you? Well, I've never used these before. Megan, do you want me to use these? They are a Robin. They are a Robin cards. I know. I have been so busy with the fire. We've had like 3 fire department things this week. We had two training classes, and then we had a fire, and we had a meeting. I'm like, man, I'm tired of seeing you people at the fire department this week. I got you, Nikki. Yeah. Okay. I was feeling like that might be an issue today. Am I spinning again? Or am I spinning again? Damn it. Y'all got a big old bottle of that bitch. I mean, that troll spray going away. Troll spray. That's not what me and Megan used to call it, but it'll work. There it is. There it is. Bitch be gone spray. We gotta have it. Gotta have it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this for Megan. Let's give Southern Soul Tarot a reading. I'm going to use these, Megan. Southern Soul, I'm going to use these. I think that's the ones I'm... Is that the deck I'm sitting in? Okay. Let's mix these up a little bit. Hello, Robin. Here's trouble, everybody. Here's trouble. Chet didn't want to come up for me for a little minute. Yeah, that's what Megan was saying. Girl, I'm the wrong person to ask what happened. I'm the wrong one. It ain't me. Dang, all these cards flipping out here. Okay, I got it for you, Southern Soul. Little Chief is angel, isn't it, when he's sleeping? Okay, so it seems my friend has had something bothering her this week. It's showing the 10 of swords, and that's like a burden. That's like kind of like I'm over it, but I kind of feel like you're over it. Like you've had a burden, but you're kind of like it's kind of like a burden that's coming and it's going because you're over it. Because the Hermit come in as like, okay, now I've had, you had time to reflect, to think about what's going on, what's happening. So you're kind of like moving along. But while you were in the Hermit mode, it kind of feels like you were kind of conflicted about something. I don't know if something was, it was kind of like, well, if I feel this way, then this will happen. If I feel that way, then this will happen. It's kind of like a balancing thing. You were kind of like trying to balance out the burden. You were kind of like thinking about it, but it was kind of like, I'm trying to get it my words. It's kind of like you were thinking, well, if I do it this way, then this is going to happen. If I do it that way, then this is going to happen. So it was kind of a decision that was kind of hard to make. It was kind of a conflicting, hard to make decision. But that when the Empress comes in, it come in like, you know the decision you need to make. Because when the Empress comes in, it's the nurturer, the mother, the intuition's coming out. I didn't see it before, but I see it now because the Empress, she's badass. She's badass. So is it messing up? Do I need to restart again? Oh my gosh, not again. Seriously, again? I think that there was some stuff maybe you didn't know about, or some things that were hidden, and that now now you've figured them out and you've seen them. because the sun comes in, and when the sun comes in, that's achievement, accomplishment. It's everything you want it to happen. It's going to happen. It's it's the sun. It's things revealed. So I kind of feel like you got a few things about this that was revealed that you didn't see before, because I get the victory card. Okay. Because the victory card comes in, so you are going to get victory in the decision that you made, and you're going to get justice too. Or do you want me to do it again? I got the cards right here. You don't want to take just what you can and go. You want to be able to stay there, and because you like the fact that you have a job and you have money coming in, and it's kind of like conflicting because it's kind of stressful. Yeah. Yeah. It's that extra help that you need, and getting it. I get it. Yeah. Because where I feel like the conflict was, not like with somebody, just with, well, now you can, not with somebody, but like with the decision that you were trying to make, whether to stay or go. But yeah, the justice card comes in the 6 of Wands. So I think that whatever decision you make is going to be, in the sun. These are great cards, and you know that. I hate it when my friend is burdened. Yeah. Virgo, yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. Damn Virgo. Oh my God. Am I having technical issues again? Hair on my face. Oh. Well, I did get the justice card, so I kind of feel like it's gonna be good for you. I think it's gonna be good for you because I did get the justice card, so I feel whatever decision you make, I feel like it's gonna be a good one. But I can see I would be scared too, because you like that security, and that's I'm accomplishing something every day, and I'm helping people, and I know that. What damn Virgo sign? How does it? I don't know how Beyonce does it either. Oh, money. She has all that damn money. If she loses some, she don't have to worry about it, Megan. She don't have to worry about it. She's, who's that with her? Who's with her? Who helps take care of her? Who's she? Um, well, no, that he takes care of her, but who's her man? Who's her man? Cake is her man. Cake, man, Cake, as Scarlett says. Oh, that's right. That tells you, Jay Z. Who does not know Beyonce's husband? Me. Well, you're probably right, knowing that Jay Z. Yeah, so she probably, that's how she does it. She's got a sugar daddy. Oh my God. Robin, are you still in here? I was going to show you some cards. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's like me. I'm always obsessing over something. I'm like like when I'm setting up my cameras to do my videos. Um, if it's not just right, I'm like I'm in here for like an hour, and I haven't even done the video yet. I'm just mad because the angle ain't exactly how I want it. That drives me nuts. See, Robin's gonna miss out on some on the good cards because I am not going to show them to her. She will have to wait till I go live again. Mm-hmm. 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 I keep feeling like there is a hair on my face somewhere and I cannot get it. Oh. I know, and I do that too. I even said, I even had this, I had my this going, and I still have my candle going, and I have my spray going, and I'm like, oh, I just, you just get that feeling when you're going live that something weird's gonna happen, and it may not be like something crazy weird, but it still. Yeah. I went to Michael's, which is a mistake. And I got this because it was on sale. I'll have to show it to you in little. And that's the bottom. And that's the top. Isn't that neat? I said, yep, I need it. I wouldn't have paid for it what the norm it was normally okay, Jen, I will. Sleep well. And her eye is green and my eyes are green. So I thought that was really neat. I got it at Michael's. It was, and I hate it now because they put all of their stuff out like really early, like Christmas stuff is out. So if you don't get it now, you're not going to get the cool Christmas stuff for this year. So you might as well go in September when it's freaking hot and buy it. Oh, good. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that. I'm going to do another missing person. I have part 2 of Dylan's I haven't put up yet. And then I'm going to do a reading on yeah. Yep, Nikki. Yeah, I know the barn sales. Oh yeah. I get it's just not good for me to go to estate sales and stuff. I really shouldn't. Let's see. I got my list here. Okay. So I don't know if Megan has had this trouble, but for some I'm having this trouble with this one. I had a bunch of good stuff. Oh. Ooh. Let's see what I'm at. Here's my list. Ryan Larson is the next one I'm gonna do. I got one on him. A few of the ladies asked me in chat, asked me would I do that, so I'm gonna do that one on him. But who did you heard from someone else, Megan, that had a bunch of good stuff? Yeah. They do have a bunch of good stuff. They got a bunch of Edgar Allan Poe stuff. Megan, if you go in there, you're going to pass out on all the Edgar Allan Poe stuff. I know this whole shed will be just like, I'll have to find place on the wall, in the ceiling. I mean, it'll just be. Because I got this too. I got this too. The only thing they didn't have that I really wanted was I wanted a palm, a hand. Um, they had one, but the fingers were closed on it, and I want one I can hang my pendulums in it. So, oh no, not again. Okay, am I buffering again? But what I was gonna say, I was gonna do a reading on Jalissa, one yet on her, but I'm having a little issue totally connecting with her no matter what I do. I don't know what it is. I can't. I don't have this much with anybody else, but every time I try to do a reading on her, it's just like it's weird. It's like I can't. It's kind of like it's blocked or something. Like I just can't connect with her. Yeah, Jolissa Fuentes. I just can't. She's the one that went missing. I think she went missing before Kylie Rodney. I think she went missing before her or right around the same time. Okay, I'll text you. And she went um because I think she went before missing before Kylie. I think because she went. I can't connect with her. I mean I can connect with her as far as I feel like she's in a like where she may be, but I can't connect with her. Like I get bits and pieces of it. I get like she was meeting someone and then it changed something else. So when she went to do something else, she kind of liked she kind of had a relationship with him, but she didn't want to be in the relationship anymore because it wasn't going anywhere. They didn't want the same things. And so I kind of feel like, um, yeah, yeah. I just kind of feel like she may be like around an orchard a lot of place, but not like where she's used to going. I feel like there's trees there and water, but I feel like there's different types of fruit or different things there. But I don't think it's a place that she goes often. I'm just seeing trees and a little bit of water and green, lots of green. Okay, okay. So I guess I'm connecting with her. I feel like she can see the area around her, so I feel like she's laying on her back. Person, and I was like, oh my gosh, was it that crazy for her that night? Just like everywhere, and then so yeah, just like I see Dylan, like in an area that's not like very far from his home. Like I see Dylan like within 8 to 15 miles away from his home, and it's like sandy rock and maybe sagebrush here and there, but I don't see him as maybe water somewhere. But I don't see that he's near water. Okay, let me find my phone. I think it's going to be for like for lack of weather. Rounds is Dylan's last name. I'm so glad I got this space because I can kind of be here and quiet. And it's, there's other than tinsel. And I usually meditate and then I candles me things. But it all depends on what color I feel candle I need to use that day. Um, I do have, and I use guides and ask them, um, if anyone comes in and wants a reading, I'd like to make sure I do the best and can connect the best and positivity and no negativity, don't need negativity around. And usually it stays pretty calm. Or, it's all right. But holds you just want a general. I'm going to use Mystical Moments. I love these cards. They are so pretty. And I know Megan's like me. She likes like the nice size cards like this. They get too much bigger than this and I can't. My hands are too small. I can't hold them. Okay. All right. Let's go. Oh, too many. Okay. So many. Hair in my thumbs. Rabbit holes. Your spirits are wanting to jump out in all kinds of cards. Jumping out. There we go. They wanted to speak all at one time. Everything is falling on the floor. That is too many cards. Carla, these cards. Maybe it's because they're brand new and they're just slickery everywhere. Somebody's going to use that word. All right. Since rabbit holes, spirits had a lot to say. They were, they were. I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, dang, why are y'all so frisky? Because I had one go on the floor. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all what. There is a little bit of worry and anxiety in this group. So before I read Miss Anxiety and Worry, all of you, stop being so worried and having anxiety and not sleeping well. Rabbit holes. If you haven't been sleeping well, you're worried about something. So that's what the Nine of Swords is about. See how the eyes are all over, so you're kind of like you're being watched, not being watched all the time, but you just kind of feel like you just can't, you don't have any privacy, you can't get any sleep, can't get any rest, kind of like a little bit of anxiety. So um, I think something has come up that's making you not sleep, just like the rest of us with life and different things. Um, Spirit is kind of telling me that it's maybe you should do like, instead of worrying about all of it, just kind of do like with the Seven of Swords is telling you to kind of like, sometimes the Seven of Swords is about salvaging what you can from something, taking whatever you can from something and go and moving on in a different direction. Um, like just letting go. Sometimes it's about letting go of the things that don't serve you. For this, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you should just let all that anxiety go and just go and um, go with what you have, because you have a lot to build on. So what you're worried about, I don't think you should. Spirit is saying don't worry about that, because that's not going to matter, and it's not a lot. You shouldn't be worrying about it because it's not worth all the worry. Because when the Fool comes in, it's about new beginnings, new start, new things. So it's saying let this go because you do have new things coming in. New energies coming in, new things coming in. I feel like you got a new project coming in, a new project you want to work on. Um, so you got some new stuff. Then you got with the Eight of Cups. That's about walking away and starting new things. So that's what Spirit is telling you, to drop. Try to drop what's not serving you and what isn't good for you, because you've got new things coming. You got new beginnings coming, but you're gonna have to let that go so these new beginnings can start. Because here's your Ten of Cups, which is the happy card. That's what the Ten of Cups is. There's you and the man. There you are. See, all happy. So don't let the anxiety go, because it's nothing. It's not going to hinder the new things you got coming in. Because here's your King of Cups. When I show you the King of Cups, I would like you to tell him about his King of Cups card, because this is for Mr. Rabbit Holes. He is your King of Cups. He's the man that comes in. He does a lot of things. He does makes a lot of decisions from his emotions. He's very good person. He treats people very well. He's like a he's well, if you can look at this, he's kind of got a sense of humor. He's got a sense of humor. What frog would need? I mean, why would a frog need flippers? I mean, I don't even know. So it's kind of like being the King of Cups. Kind of like sometimes he can be one of those people that over. Um I'm getting over, like if you're packing for something, you're overpacking. So it's like overkill. So he's over prepared for everything. Is kind of what I'm getting. Mr. Rabbit Holes. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like, if he needs two, he's going to take five. If he needs six, he's going to take eight. So I just kind of feel like, don't worry. Spirit is saying, please don't worry. Let the anxiety and the sleepless go, because you got it. Let that go for the new stuff coming in, because, it's not worth your happiness and your King of Cups. So there you go. Maybe you should buy him a blue crown and some blue flippers. Oh, he's even got a rubber ducky. He's got he's got everything. So you're good. You're good. Quit worrying. Quit worrying. Hey, Don K, glad to see you. Cherry Mariah, did I say that right? I hope I did. I'm very sorry if I did not. I'm bad with pronouncing names. Oh, don't go there. So quit worrying, rabbit holes, quit worrying. Megan, you quit worrying. You're going to do a good job. You're going to make the right decision. You're going to do what you need to do. I can hear you now. I will try. We got to make room for that new stuff to come in. We can't if we don't have room for we didn't get rid of, kick it to the curb, let that stuff go, so we have stuff, new room for new stuff, the new stuff. I think I was gonna say, show you, was I gonna show y'all something? Forgot what it was. Maybe I wasn't. Missing videos. She does a lot of great. You want to check it out. You're getting ready to do. Remember, you said we were talking about it in chat. There's quite a few. Oh, my notes. So does everyone in here believe in, or is there certain beliefs that people in chat have? Like, do you believe in like fairies, fays, brownies, any kind of earth creatures like that? Do people in here for the most part believe in those? Gotta get something to drink. Well, Chief, I love, and it's okay if you don't believe. I just didn't want to offend you before I told the story. But and Megan knows and Nikki knows, and so probably there's a few of you. Probably Rabbit Holes knows too. There may be a few more. Um, but I have I have grown up with with fairies. They followed me all my life. Okay, Ron. Good. Okay. Okay. Um, and they followed me everywhere. Well, I used to not be as aware of them till one day I was brought aware of them, and Southern Soul helped me discover that they have been following me for a very long time. So I have a Fae garden, and it is very nice. They have a very nice home. It's an old stump, and they've got flowers around it to kind of guard their home, and then they've got chairs and little face stuff in there, and I give them gifts for the earth. Well, I also invited them, told them, you can live in my shed. You know, we have to have the mutual respect of Fae and humans, and we have a cat, and so we all have to live in harmony and respect each other because we have animals, horses, and the Fae are about animals, but and they're about nature, but sometimes you just kind of have to put your line there so they know where they stand and where you stand. Chief wants to live in the shed too. Okay, Chief. Oh Lordy, he is so funny. Mick. Chief, you're getting in trouble for no reason. It's like the fishing rod with the thing on it, and see if you know. He just woke up. He'd been asleep. He's been working. So that was working, but it was just like, I just did not know what was going on. So I had the toy and I had it sitting up here and it started moving on its own. I'm like, what the? Well, I talked to pendulums. And so I treated it like a pendulum. So to make a long story short, we had this long conversation with me and the being that was in here. So I did come to, it could have been a spirit. It was not a spirit. And it was not a fae. It is a brownie. So, not live around fae. So, this brownie has been, he moved in. And I noticed tinsel changing. And one day she was sitting here, and my husband seen this, and he was kind of freaked out. She was sitting on the floor, and her tail was just swishing back and forth. And I seen like somebody yanked on her tail, and I was like, and that's when it hit me. I'm like, okay, I got something in here. So to make a long story short, I ended up talking with the brownie for about an hour. He says, but of course, they can be fibbing, the family, and he's Scottish. Most people don't want a brownie because they mean. Probably I probably should have just gave him ice cream. They can really be mean. They're way more mischief than fae. You can have a brownie around. I mean, you just have to set your boundaries because they're very. Yeah, he said he was Scottish because I kept asking him questions. So I said, okay, you can stay, but you got to drop the attitude. You can't be picking on Tinsel. You can't be pulling her tail. You can't be making her a little bitch because I don't like being bit and scratched. And I said, because I noticed she had changed. And I'm like, we can't be having that. You can stay here, but you got to live in harmony. So I got my other pendulum out, Agnes, which is right here. And we finally figured out that with the questions that he's from Scotland. So when I went to pick him a name out that he insisted on having, I said, okay, I'll just call you the little brownie. And it was like, nope. The pendulum was like, no. And I'm like, what is it, too Irish? And he'd say, yeah. So now I have Angus the brownie. He has calmed down. And she's not biting me anymore. She's not scratching me anymore. She don't, because when I would come in, she would act like she was freaked out, like, and she would keep looking up in the loft. She was acting like she was scared. And I was like, well, there's nothing in here but me, you. So whether it's all in my mind and it worked, or she was just going through a week of I'm gonna bite and scratch and claw and pinch you, or thank you for buying me a toy, I appreciate it, whatever. So if he's here, he's here. Yeah. So now there's a brownie around here. But the cat's not she's not doing what she was doing before. She's not biting me and clawing me and being mean. So yeah. You did see how she was. I mean, she was like, she would bite me here and she'd bite me on my arms and she was just like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I had no idea what was going on. Like, why is she being such a bitch? Yeah. Dawn talked to text. Sure, Dawn. Sure. Is it spelled correct in your words that you want to spell how you want to spell them? Mm-hmm. They can be. But if you make them happy, like the brownies, I think mainly the difference in the brownies and the Fae are just their personality. Like they look different, but I think brownies are more. Nikki may can give you a better explanation of what they are, but they're more mischief. They cause more trouble. They're more apt to hide things from you, misplace things for just to watch you and just watch you go crazy trying to find something. They're kind of like they can be mean. And I feel like that's what was going on because I don't think because the Fae have been here a while and that has never happened. So I kind of feel like I said, "What did somebody in the family kick you out and you came my way?" So why did you pick my house? Jeez. So I picture him like was like a little leprechaun. That's what I that's what I picture. Like but like rougher, like he's kind of crossed between a Robin Hood and a leprechaun. Is what I what I have him looking like. I have no idea if that's. I mean, that's what I'm seeing, but I don't know if that's what like with the chin and the long nose and the dark skin and the pointed boots and the little hat and the. I mean, that's how I see him. But I don't know why he wanted me to know he's from Scotland so bad. Maybe I have no idea. Yeah. See, I kind of see him following me in the house and coming back out. I kind of see him like he's like a little dog. Like I don't mean to call him like a little dog, but I kind of feel like he would just okay, she's going in the house. I'm just gonna go in the house with her. Okay, she's going back out. That's kind of how I feel sometimes. But I don't feel like he like leaves and goes with me like when I leave the property. I just kind of feel like he just follows me back and forth. I don't know how they got there. Is it Brunies or Brown? I think those and yeah. Yeah, I do. I think I do, honestly. He probably fusses and throws a fit when I get in the truck because they won't. I don't believe they leave the property. They may, but I don't really feel like they leave the property unless I leave it for good, and then I kind of feel like they go then. There's Chief Wisdom. Oh, we've been talking about you, Chief. How are you? Are you laying in your hammock, going commando? I am still doing the goddess box. I am. I don't know. Did I get it this month? What was this month? I think I did get it this month already. Ears were ringing. You talking about behind me, Dawn? Oh, okay, next week. Okay, I knew I had got because I think the last one I got had the string of the metal zodiac sign. I think is what they were. Yeah, it was kind of. I was like, what am I supposed to do? The metal thing would have been okay had you had the engraving been not so into the metal you can't tell what it is. That sacred dance. Well, in the chat, rabbit holes needs rain. So can you do a sacred dance for rabbit holes to get rain in her state? It looked like a kid's box. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Yeah. You need a money dance. I need a money dance too. Oh. Chief, is your job going good? No floods, please. Oh my goodness. Rosie. Oh, Rosie just subscribed. Rosie, thank you. Your birthday suit, where are you? In the woods. Oh my. Oh. Mm. Megan, he's in the backyard behind the trees. It is believed that they can become, which can be rather intense. Wow. Hmm. Well, as long as we live in Streaker, Dawn. Well, as long as we live in harmony and peace, he can stay here. But I told him when he starts acting up, being mean to anything, I went, I named everything on the property. No, you're good, Dawn. You're fine. You're fine. Um, right, Megan, who needs clothes? Yeah, right. Yep, and that's what I told him. I said, as long as you, I named every critter on here: birds, turkey, guinea, horses, pigs, chickens, you know, macaw, dogs, cat, mule, everything on here, everything on this property that lives on this property, including humans. We have to all live in harmony. As long as we do that, we can stay together. Shoot, you don't want to wear clothes and half the time when you live in Louisiana. It's freaking hot as it is. You got to change like 5 times a day. Go outside, come back in. Oh, got to change. Go outside, come back in. Oh, got to change. Freaking hot. Streaking on my property. Let me look. Now let's see. Look out in the pasture. Is he out in the pasture with the horses? I got 6 acres. He may have plenty of room to streak in. Hmm. I guess it would make it awkward, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they shouldn't have clothes on, should they? Oh yeah, I know it. Hot. Oh, that's right. He would be with Jay, wouldn't he? He'd be hanging out there with Jay. Hmm. He probably would be riding bare naked run bys. I cannot. Oh my god. I know Jay is something. I love my donkey. Yep. I love my ass, and I love the ass's son. Were you a streaker yesterday, Don K? Oh, Megan. Don, did you take all your clothes off in the flower bed and frolic amongst the flowers? Hey, now see, that's what a woodland nymph would do. A woodland nymph would do that. That's right. Oh. I know. I love it when we come and do the live. Sometimes we just laugh on here. We have fun. Are you kidding? My neighbors would get. You weren't drinking? No, you wasn't drinking. My neighbors would get blank. You mean streaking? Maybe they quit dumping oil in it running down your driveway. Right. Cause a wreck. When we moved our barn used to sit back behind the house, and we moved it out into the pasture for the horses and the donkey and the mule. And we didn't want to take it apart and have to put it back together because it's one of those great big metal barns. Yeah, I'm telling you. So some friends came over, and a guy that has a bobcat. He gets under. They get the barn um, bolts pulled out of the ground, and it has the bars on it. He gets under the barn in the bobcat and lifts it because we had to put big braces in there so it wouldn't collapse on itself and everything. And he got in there and he drove the barn from behind the house all the way across the yard and out into the pasture. Well, you couldn't see that there was somebody in it. All you could see was the barn going through the yard, and you couldn't see nobody in it. You just see the barn moving, and there's no way this barn could be moving. My husband and the neighbor went and got on one end and looked like they were carrying it across the yard. People on the highway were stopping. They almost wrecked because they seen this barn going across the yard, and at first there was nobody beside it, and then they go over there and they're holding it like this, and people were just lined up and stopped because they were like, how in the hell is that barn getting across the yard and into the pasture? It was so funny. I was like, oh my God, y'all are gonna cause a freaking wreck. This barn. Yeah, that's all it was. Because he was on the bobcat on the inside, so you couldn't see anything because he was going this way. And so then when my husband seen all of the trucks piled up, cars piling up, he just smiled and acted like he was pushing. I'm like, really? Really? I'm like, y'all are not right. Y'all are not right. You're not right. I don't even know. We have a video of it. It's freaking hilarious. I was like, oh my God. I mean, it was like, what the hell? The fact that they stopped on the road and just got out of their vehicles, they were like, how the fuck? Yeah, the bees did it. They are good. They are good. We just got 39 pounds of honey. And I thank the sweet ladies for that. We did videotape it, Dawn. I'll have to find it We do have it. We did video. Somebody videotaped it. Um, but the bees are good. We got 39 pounds of honey. And we're going to go back next month and because there were frames that were almost full, but they weren't capped. So we're going to wait till they're capped because you don't want to go get the honey until they finished with it and they capped it off. So we're going to go back next month and probably one more harvest, and then the rest is the bees. The bottom box is full of honey, and that's theirs. So, yep, they're doing good. Yep. Yeah. Oh, they're probably thinking, why didn't they just build it out in the past? Oh my God, because there is a big cow pasture right behind me. I'm a little miffed and upset because my Saints played like absolute shit. Between them playing like shit and the rest, whiny bitchy self. I know. I'm like 290, 296, I think. I think I got 296. And I looked at my watch hours, which I'm a long way from watch hours, but I just kind of like to keep an eye on it to see if, how well my missing videos are doing. And I have like 400 and pretty cool. So 297. Okay, good. I knew it was 290 something. I had looked because for me, I get between that 293 and 296, and then I can't. I just kind of like stay there, and then it'll go back down, and then it'll teeter up a little bit to like 298, 299, and then it goes back down again. And I'm like, man, I just can't hit that. I just can't get over that threshold and hit that 300, but that's okay. It'll get there. But yeah, I just wanted to see how my missing videos were doing, and they're the one. I'm gonna tell you the video that really started bringing my watch time hours up and my sub count up was Kylie Rodden. When I did that live, that video, that really kicked me. I think I got like 60 something subs just from doing that reading. Doing that reading on there. But I know that you need like 4,000 watch time hours, which I definitely aren't looking at my watch time hours because I'm getting close to that. I just like to know how my missing videos are doing, if what the duration of them is and stuff. So what? Yeah. Man, that case, it's never going to go away because the truth's never going to come out. Probably if I guess I can say it because it's my channel and it really doesn't matter if people don't like it. It's just my opinion anyway. Nikki needs to be in jail. Nikki Kessinger. Nick Kessinger. NK. She needs to be in jail. She needs to be in prison. Yep. He should is where he should be. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely, he should be there. But he didn't do it by himself. Yeah. I was not going to do one on her because I had done one on her, but I hadn't recorded it. And then Somebody's like, well, you need to do one. I had several people say, you need to do one and record it. So by the time I got ready to do one, she was found. So I said, well, I'll go ahead and do one, do one anyway and give my thoughts on it. And I did. And so, yeah, I still think and the interesting thing, I don't think I put in that reading, but I had Kylie, when I've done the first reading for her, Stampede Lake or river or whatever that kept coming up for me. I kept putting her there. And that's where I kept seeing her, was at Stampede Lake. And I kept saying that's where I feel like she is. Well, I guess the reason I felt like she was there was because she was there at some point when her car wouldn't start. And I guess because I kept getting her in two different places at first. I was just putting her in two different places. Yep, you're right. That's all he had to do, Nikki, was leave. Yep. Just leave. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's so sad. So sad. Oh yeah, she's well. Uh, Leave me alone, Jim. I'm sure he had his hands in it too. You're right. He didn't know what to do because he had never been had the attention she was giving him. He just didn't know. He had no idea. He was. I can't say it on here. I can't say it on here, but that's what he was. And she probably. I don't even know. I kind of. Um, Nikki. I don't think Nikki. NK would have stayed with Nick, with Chris. I'm kind of talking about two different things. Yeah. Yeah. They were. Yeah. And I still think her. That's okay with seeing feeling like Kylie was at Stampede and then feeling like she was at the other place. I also feel like um, something's on the laptop. I kind of feel like something's on the laptop with this pineapple. Yeah. Yep. Danielle. I think that's her name. I think that was her name. The one that was supposed to be so innocent of everything, that never knew anything. Yeah. And what kind of person are you to do that to children? What kind of person are you to do that to children? I don't understand. That's the most evil person to do that to children. I mean, what did those children do to them to even deserve that? Not a thing. Kate, yep, Kate. She's the I don't know, she was like her friend. Was she really her friend? She was or was she the one that was dating Jagger too? What a name, Jagger. I don't know. Um yeah, she's the other blonde headed one. Kate, I think's her name. So I thought, yeah. That's okay. Yeah. I wanted to do one more. I was gonna do one more reading on Kylie, just kind of see like maybe where the phone was at. I mean, I kind of feel like somebody older has her phone, but I kind of feel like it's somebody that is an authority figure, somebody that shouldn't have it that has it. Yeah, because see, I was thinking about that, Megan, because Kylie would know how her vehicle know if her vehicle was in neutral that it wouldn't start. That's her car. I mean, she would know that. She would also know how to use a seatbelt. How can you not know how to use a seatbelt? Text or a call. But if she called her mom and said she would be home and she sounded like she had been drinking, you would think her mom would say, okay, you don't need to be drinking. We'll come get you, or, you know, I'll send somebody for you or something. I would think if she was so wasted that she would call her mom and her mom wouldn't say, okay, this doesn't sound right. Maybe you need to have somebody, you know what I mean? I wouldn't think her mom would let her, if she called her, her mom would let her just drive in that condition. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I mean, if my daughter had been that age and called me, she couldn't. She was had been drinking and she couldn't. She could barely talk or wasn't in no condition to drive. I would not let her get in her car and drive. I would go get her. So I I was like, well, if she was that bad off, why wouldn't her mom allow her to do that? So stupid. Yeah, yeah. I would have went and picked her up. I mean, I think Sammy did. I think Sammy has a big part in it. I don't think any of them was her friend at all. I think she was, for me, Kylie was moving into a new direction, and I feel like she kind of was like kind of moving in her own direction because she was tired of the crap. And I think that I think basically that's what was going on. She was fixing to leave and do her own thing, and she didn't kind of want to be around them anymore. I kind of think that was part of it. I think she was kind of breaking away from them. Um, why they would do it, other than jealousy, is all I can think of. But I think she would, had this not happened, I think she would have went in a different direction than them. Yeah, Mags. Yeah, yeah. Jagger is when I first done the reading, I didn't think he was there, and I still don't think he was like there officially, but I think he was there. If that makes sense. And Sammy and her weren't that good of friends that they would be sharing like drinks after each other. Like, hey, here, let's share this drink out. And when they drink out of the same can or whatever, they weren't that good of friends to be doing that. Yeah, Jagger is. I don't know about that boy. I don't know. I don't know if his. There's a lot of law enforcement kids that go to those parties. The one that was real. Yeah, she's the one that said, "Bring all of the evidence to me, and I'll sort through it and and decide if it needs to go to the police." Yeah, that was her. Yeah, it was less. I wasn't either when I first done it. I was like, because he didn't want to go, or he had something else planned or something. Well, how I feel was he had something else planned that was going to bring him more money than this party would have. It's kind of how I felt about it, but he was kind of on the not really wanting to go. Told on himself recently. Yeah, they usually will. He keeps just let him keep talking, babble babble. Yeah. Yeah, he posted something recently. What was it that he posted? Something about I forgot what it was about. He was there and then cut off and changed it like yeah. Yeah. And when he was doing that interview, I can't remember when it was. I don't remember if it was after or before while they were searching for Kylie or after they found her, but he was like babbling and Katie was there with him and she was just or Kate, whatever her name, she was just kind of staring at him. I was like, could you be more puppy love lusty over him standing there? I hope they don't rule it an accident because if they rule it an accident, then it surely is a cover up because I think because when AWP found the car and they should have let AWP bring the car out because AWP would have netted the car and brought it out upside down because that's how it should have been brought out. Instead, they kicked them out of the scene, and brought sheriff's department dive team in, and they flipped it. And there goes all the evidence. And I think they did it on purpose. They should know better than that. Even if they've never done it before, they should know better than that. Hmm. Right? They ain't had a straight story since it started. Me too. I'm hoping and praying it does too. But if they'd have let AWP do it, none of the evidence, there wouldn't have been a second diver, or a nosy diver, or another diver going down there and retrieving the stuff and then calling and saying, "I have the stuff." That should have never happened. If they were going to flip it like that and lose the evidence, they should have went back down there and got it. I mean, the car should have never been flipped. I mean, think about it. Even somebody that doesn't do that would say, "Well, when you flip it, if the windows are broken, wouldn't that stuff?" I mean, other than the stuff that came out probably prior to people, because when it flipped, I'm sure stuff come out of her car initially. That they would have anyway had to go back and get. But when AWP found the car, there was a brush. I seen the brush. I seen cords. I seen some pencils and pens. I seen a battery charger. I seen there's something else laying in there. I don't remember what it was. Looked like sort of like a little purse type thing laying in there, but it might have not been. Yeah. Never should flipped 2 weeks after she went missing. Said his parents are kidnapped. There's a lot of fingers pointing in all sorts of directions, even during that. Yeah. Hmm. And I probably shouldn't say it, but I think somebody drove her out there and got out. Because you can get out of a sinking car if the windows are down. And you can get out of a sinking car if you have scuba gear on. So, um, I think somebody put her there, drove her out there. What's that rat? Let me fix this thing. It's about to drive me up a tree. Yeah, car's in neutral. Yep. And a car won't start in neutral. That car will not start in neutral. That brand of car will not start in neutral, is what I've discovered. So I don't know. Kind of wonder if it was in neutral and they're just saying it was in neutral because I don't think AWP said what gear it was in. Can you drive it? I mean, can you but they could let it roll down in neutral, couldn't they? Will it roll in neutral? They pushed it in. Okay. So I know somebody they put it there somehow. I thought maybe somebody might be inside it because the way the window was busted out. Because you can get out of a vehicle um, before it sinks, but you got to go into the water. So whoever says it's not, yeah, yeah. Because remember when she called the guy to rescue the what are they called, the roadside assistant people? The guy said it was in neutral. That's why it wouldn't start. And I'm thinking, well, that if that was Kylie, she would know that. Unless she's trying to get help, she would know that. They could have left it in neutral and let it roll in. I believe it was found with some of the wind. Yeah, it could have occurred initially during. Oh, okay. It was found in neutral. Okay. They could have pushed it, but angle. I think they were going to go out window. Were nervous. Yeah. She was found in the back hatch. Yep. Yeah, she would have known. I think I think another thing that I feel like and since you had one of those cars, Megan, you probably could tell. I know that people when they wreck and they flip over, their bodies get flung. But when I looked in the inside of that car, I don't see how she could have went 2 rows back and then into the back. I don't see how she could have, you know, if she'd been if she wasn't buckled in, maybe, but I don't see how she could have went over the top between those seats and the roof and then another row and then into the back. I don't know. I just don't. I mean, maybe, but I just don't see it. I don't see her being, even though she was skinny and a little bitty thing. I still don't see how she could have ended up back there because at first they said she was strapped in. Now, I don't know if she was. I don't know if that's ever been confirmed that she was strapped in the hatch. There's no way that I would have been able to jump from the front seat to the back seat, regardless of water pressure. Okay, I didn't think so because I was like, that doesn't look like that would be possible. Yep, I think they were rolled down too. That's why I thought somebody might have been in there and kind of helped drive it part of the way because they would have rolled the windows down, and as soon as the car started going in the water, they could have got out. You know what I mean? Because the window's down, so you can get out. But like you said, they probably pushed it because when I did the reading, I'm like, and I had told Rabbit Holes this, I'm like, she's not very far off the shore, and she's not very deep. And I said, I feel like she's like 12 feet. When I first read it, I felt like she was like in 12 feet of water. But she was in, I think, 14, 15, so I wasn't too far off. Yeah. 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 I think it was, I think they put something in her, whatever she was drinking. Yep. Save themselves. I'm going to say it. I think it was Jared going to say it. Yep. I agree. I agree. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Because I don't, I mean, there's no way she drove off into there and just didn't see it. There's no way. Because that road is terrible. That road, there's somebody drove that road and it's all kinds of potholes and bumpy and I just don't think that, I mean, I know when if she had passed out, she'd have just passed out, went through there. But I just don't see her not seeing the water and driving off there with all the curves and the potholes and the unlevelness of it. I think she would have hit a tree or I just don't see her driving off there. I just don't see it. An autopsy was done, and I think now this is what I heard that tomorrow there's going to be a news conference at I think it's 11:30, but I don't know if that's 11:30 California time. If that's I don't know. Uh, what I just seen 11:30, so I'm assuming it's going to be like on. It would be 11:30 on YouTube, but I don't. But I'm guessing maybe the toxicology reports back. But the mother didn't want it. She doesn't want it no public knowledge, I don't think. But if it's a homicide, I don't know that she has a choice. Pacific time, okay. The thing I read said 11:30, so I'm not really sure. So for me, that would probably be 1:30 or 2:30. Left her, which turns to murder. Plus, they all had a story. This is true. If they were innocent, yeah, yeah. Driving made the wrong turn, and then they panicked, and when it hit the water, called his family for help. I hadn't thought about that. Nikki, the um, only reason I would say no is because of that road. That road was like this, and then when somebody drove it, they were like hitting potholes, and I would have thought they would have ran into like a hole or a tree. You know what I'm saying? Or bogged down in that sand. But maybe, I mean, I could be wrong. That strange things have happened. But if they did, as yeah, why do they make up all those stupid stories? I mean, just say it was an accident. We're all acting stupid. But there must be something that they can prove that it wasn't an accident when they get her out of the water. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they were hoping that she wouldn't be she by the time she was found, maybe that wouldn't have been as apparent as what happened. And I kind of it's kind of weird how the police missed her the first time. And then AWP finds her in 30 minutes. Now, but then again, they didn't net the car and they flipped it and lost all the evidence. So there's that. Update soon in autopsy. Okay, good. 1:32 Central. Yeah, it was. And it was pitch black. It was dark. I could see the water. I could see where the water started and the bank. I could tell the difference, but you know, I don't know if I would have been able to at night, but I could see the difference. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the grandpa said, right? That she knew the land really well. She'd been driving back there, riding back there, going back there since she was like 6. I kind of feel like I feel sorry for the grandpa and the dad, um, because they really want the answers. Get different vibes from her than I get from the dad and the granddad. I do not know. All right, well, everyone, I've been on here. Wow, this says an hour and 54 minutes. I've probably been on here longer in between getting off and getting back on, getting off, get back on because stupid ass. I mean, because of the internet. The internet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to, make any judgments against her. I just get a different, just get different feelings from her than I get from the dad and the grandpa. And it may just be because they handle things differently. No, if that was her normal way of doing things and acting, I wouldn't think she would be, I would think she would act the way she always acts. I mean, but that's what I hate about when things happen to people like that and they go missing. And I just kind of feel like they didn't think she would be found that soon. And I honestly think they thought they were going to get away with it. But, she can't be here to talk for herself or take up. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Well, I'm going to go. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad you can make it tonight, Megan, and you wasn't working. Thank you, Rabbit Holes. Nicodemus, thank you. Dawn K. She's probably playing in her flower garden. Robin left on me, but that's okay. Brighter Days was in here earlier. I appreciate it. Stop worrying. Stop worrying, rabbit holes. And Megan, y'all stop worrying. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. You already know what you need to do. You know. Be kind, be sweet to everyone. Unless you have to be differently. Nikki, take care of your little princess you've got. Your little corn cobber that she was chewing on corn cob this morning. That's right. Thank you, Running Gray Wolf. Yep. Thank you for being here also. She's being all quiet listening to the conversation. All right. I know you left, Chief, but goodbye. I'll see you later, Chief. Have a great weekend. What's left of it? Be safe next week. Positive energy. Oh, when is, I think I got the next, let me see the next full moon. The next full moon is, well, we have a new moon coming up, the 25th. Yep, the new moon is September 25th. And then the next full moon is October 9th. Oh, and I did want to tell you, I forgot to tell everybody before I leave next, probably won't be doing a live this coming up weekend because me and my husband's anniversary is coming up Wednesday. Thank you, Chief. We are going to dig for diamonds in Arkansas. About 4 hours from here, you can dig for diamonds. They have quartz, they have jasper, I think. They have some amethyst, and they have like 3 colors of diamonds, 3 different colors of diamonds. So it's going to be so much fun. We're going to do it for 2 days. We're going to stay at a bed and a breakfast that's like a mile from the dig site. So, and it's only like $10, and you can dig all day. You can just dig in. It's just a big field, and you can either walk and pick them up as you see them, or you can actually dig for them if you want to. So that's what we decided we wanted to do. My husband's like, he's like, has to go on a little trip, maybe to the beach or somewhere. Not my wife. She asked, could we go dig for rocks? He's like, I can't take you anywhere that you don't want to go dig for rocks. Yes, you can. You don't have to dig. You can just walk because they said there's sometimes because it's a plowed field. So sometimes you can just walk around and pick them up. But you can dig if you want to. There have been, I think they said they've got record diamonds that were found. I think the last diamond was like 5 carats. It was like 5 carats found. A cheap date. Yeah, I know. He's like, because when we went in the antique store, it's like a vintage antique store, and all these antiques in there, and I literally come out with some crystals, some rocks. I come out with like this dragon's egg. I come out with this. Come out with this, and I come out with this. Look at this petrified wood I come out with. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? I come out with this, and he's like, he's like, really? We're at an antique store, and you come out with rocks. Do they plow it every day? Okay, yeah, yeah. So I think the last biggest carrot I think was like five five carrots, petrified wood. Yep, yeah. So he's like, most women, they want to go do these things, and you want to go dig in the dirt. I'm like, hey. So I've been looking forward to it. So we're gonna leave Friday morning at dark 30, and we're gonna get there because I think the gate opens at 8 or 9, and then we're gonna dig until we can check into our hotel, and then or our bed and breakfast. And then we're gonna check into the bed and breakfast. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So maybe I'll take some pictures, and if I had a community post, I could put pictures up there, but I don't. So maybe I'll do a little short video and put on this one or something. Wear a big hat and long sleeves for the heat. Plow every day. Love you too, Chief. Thank you for coming in, supporting me. I appreciate it. So I just want to let y'all know I won't be going live probably because we're going to go dig for diamonds. I think it's called Diamond Crater Mountain or something like that. So, but I will definitely let y'all see what I get if I get anything. So, which Wonderland Nymph's favorite? That's right. That's right. Okay, everybody, have a good evening. I'm going to the killing. Oh, that's right. You are going to the killing fields, the ones in Texas. Ooh. Because was that the second series of the killing fields? Because the first series was Louisiana. Was that the second or the third series? I wish they'd bring that back. Diamond Crater State Park. That's it. Yep. Yep. I mean, it's nothing to go there and dig. $10. And then you can either bring your own tools or rent them. And then you pay a deposit, and then when you turn your tools back in, they give you your deposit back. They got other stuff out there too. They've got trails, hiking trails. Nikki, you would love it. They got hiking trails. They got you can tent. They have like 50 something spaces for tents if you want to go to tent. Oh, yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you are. You're pretty close to that one. Ooh, are you gonna take Spirit Box too? It is beautiful country. It is. I can't wait. And there may be a little bit of turning leaves, not a whole lot, but there may be a little. I wish I could meet Megan there to do it. But that'd be further for me to go. You need a Spirit Box. You do. Get that Necrophonic that's on the phones. You probably already have it though. Let's see. Let me find it. I got it on my phone. You probably already have this though. It works really well. You have that? That thing is freaky accurate, the words that come across it. I could probably meet you. When are you going? Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Necrophonic. Before November? Yep. you're gonna finish your series, so then you can go. It's gonna be creepy, isn't it? I like creepy stuff like that. Nikki's been to. Nikki likes the paranormal too. She does a lot of that. She loves it. I like it too. I just don't never have anybody to go with me. I wanted to go to when we were in Missouri. I wanted to go to Missouri State Penitentiary, but I couldn't get tickets because it was when we were there. There weren't any available tickets, or we couldn't get in for some reason. I don't remember what it was. Me too. Believe the spirit's there. Okay. I plan to I have my little travel kit, altar kit that I take with me, and it has, it has my little candles in it, and I have I have sage, and I have some oils that I take with me. I know. I love to go do that stuff. I will have to try and see if I can come. Go with y'all and see. Good night, Running Gray Wolf. Thank you for coming. Love you. Oh, there it is. Oh, wrong book. I can't keep up with all my stuff. Where did all that? Lordy. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining. I'm going to go put all of my cards away and make sure Miss Tinsel has everything she needs before I go in the house. Y'all have a wonderful day. Weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I will let y'all know if I get any crystals or diamonds or what I come away with. It will be exciting. We're going to have a good time. And thank you for all the happy anniversary wishes. We'll be married 26 years. 26. So. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, everybody. Please go to any of the Megan's channel. She has some great readings. Anybody else in chat that has a channel? Because we support each other here. That's what we do. So love and light, everybody. Positivity. Have a good week. And thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. See, we just have beautiful people in our chat. I love it. I love it. Good night, everyone. Y'all have a great one. Love y'all. Bye.